Yeah.
You know,
What would you say is your mission then?
basically to help people wake up to the gift of divinity that's within them and to set it free.
How do we set ourselves free?
First of all, you have to break the practices, the habits of mediocrity. The practices of mediocrity.
What are some of those?
Mediocrity means I'm just living a life in which I'm protecting myself.
Scarcity, protection.
Scarcity, protectiveness, fear, worry drives my life. And we move into practices in which we ask ourselves, you know, how can I give today? You know,
serve.
How can I serve today? How can I share today? If you ask the question, the universe will answer it. This is a principle that the universe is just the outpicturing of the intelligence of the mind of the infinite. If you ask a question, you'll get an answer. So if you ask, how can I give, rather than how can I get, then the universe is gonna provide not only answers but ways that you have something to give. You see. And many people are still within the reptilian brain of, I don't have enough. So they're trying to get, so they end up creating a very small package of themselves rather than a larger package of how can I be of service, how can I give.
What happens when we give more in our living in service with every action we take? Obviously we're going to do things for us and protect ourselves and pay our rent and you know, have nice things, but when we have the intention of, I'm here to serve, in my career, my business, my team, my family, my mission is service. What unlocks for us?
Now you've opened yourself up that the presence through the universe, which is always giving, it doesn't compromise its nature, it doesn't contradict itself, now finds you worthy. I mean vibrationally worthy, we're all worthy intrinsically, vibrationally worthy to express more through you. Doors open, you didn't even know we're there. You meet people that you never even heard about. Things begin to open up for you. It seems as if it's magic, but it's not magic. You've come into a vibrational alignment with the way things work.
Right.
You know, so suddenly, you know, you're in a meeting with somebody, you're meeting somebody, it's a chance meeting, and something opens up for you, and you're able to give your gift, you're able to share something, you're able to bring more prosperity into your life, more joy, more happiness. Because you're in alignment. How can I serve? How can I be more giving? How can I unleash the power that's within me? You see. Now most people, when they're living in the mediocrity, they ask disempowering questions.
Like what?
Why me? What's wrong? Who's to blame? Those questions keep you very narrowly focused. Everybody's looking for a scapegoat. It's his fault. It's my parents' fault. They shouldn't have gotten a divorce. They should have got a divorce. This happened. My teacher did this to me when I was little. Whatever. They'll look for they have a very limiting scope of perception. But if you begin to ask an empowering question, you know, how can I share? What's trying to emerge in my life? What gift do I have to give? How can I cultivate that gift? The universe would love to answer that question.
Yeah.
Because the universal presence wants you healthy, wants you prosperous, wants you happy. Why? Because it gets to express more through you if you are. It gets to come into its own as you. Now, when you've limited yourself, then you're wasting energy. That means you're constantly going to the doctor because you're sick. You're constantly bemoaning your fate because you can't have friendships in your life. You're constantly worried about all of that's wasted energy that can be used for creativity, you see. So when you ask the right questions, as you indicated, you stabilize your structures first. You have a structure of prosperity, a structure of good health, structure of ego management, so you can have good friendships.
You mean structure, you mean habits, or?
You know, we live in life structures. There's a life structure of health, body, temple. There's a life structure of relationships, you see. There's a life structure of community, how you work with others. You know, these are all structures that we stabilize, which means they're no longer liabilities, they're assets. So if you know how to be with other people without tearing people down and gossiping about them and stealing from them, You have a good foundation of friendships. It's part of your community. You take care of your body temple. You're not going to the doctor all the time because you're sick. You're able to, as you said, pay your rent. You're able to have a level of prosperity. Now, you're not here just to stabilize those structures. Those structures are strong enough so that you can now give your gift.
Because if you're always focused on stabilizing structures, or your structures are in breakdown, you're never able to create and give your gift.
Right.
So you've got to be able to have the structures down first, take care of your business, I guess, let's say.
Yeah.
And then you can go beyond it.
Yes. Now you're strong enough.
Yeah.
You're strong enough to do things that people would say are impossible.
If someone's got one of those structures that are broken, or maybe they've been struggling with it for decades. Maybe it's the relationships, maybe it's the prosperity, maybe it's their health. How can they overcome that to fix it or to stabilize it?
Yeah, well, two ways. One, you look at the area of your life that's working first. Because most of the time our focus is on what's not working and the vibration of that. So you take one area of your life that works, and you feel into that vibration. And then you begin to what I call shape shift. You begin to take that energy and begin to feel that way about the area that's not working. Okay? And then you combine that with an articulation of a vision. What would it look like if this area of my life worked? You begin to describe it. Now the law says that you don't describe what you see what you describe. So as you begin to describe what that area looks like, along with the feeling of an area of your life that does work, now you have the feeling and the description both working. And it's practice. You have to do that every day.
Yeah.
You have to feel it, describe it, feel it, describe it, feel it, describe it. And then that begins to be a new baseline for you. And now you begin to manifest at that area.
Yeah. Obviously, you got to take a lot of action probably in changing certain things, but you've got to do those, the foundation first.
You do the foundational piece. And then what happens is you're kind of compelled to do different kind of action. Instead of procrastinating, you realize, oh, I can do this. I can do this one little thing. And that shifts the whole fulcrum of being.